guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so thrilled to be sitting down and filming a Q&A today. It's been so highly requested and so many of you want to know a little bit more about me, which I'm very flattered. So I'm really excited to just let you guys know a little bit about me and just share with you some of my favorite products or whatever it is that you guys want to know. So let's just jump in. Okay, so one of the first questions is, how long did it take you to be where you are now, and what advice do you give other up-and-coming MUAs? I've only been doing social media, like actually pursuing Instagram, for a year now. It was a year in, I believe, November, so not long. And the advice that I would give other MUAs would be just be yourself and just, you know, like, I think there's something special that comes with being slightly vulnerable on camera. I know that it really sucks to put yourself out there, but I honestly think that there's also something very unique about everyone, and that's only gonna come with just putting yourself out there and being vulnerable. So I think, yeah, just be yourself and be true to who you are, because I also find that it can be a very intimidating world on social media where it can kind of make you feel like you need to be someone you're not. So yeah, just be yourself. The next question is, what is it that keeps you strong and going, and is there anything negative that has ever tried to pull you down? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of people who have questioned my ability to, one, do this and actually pursue a career on social media, as well as I get questions all the time, like people questioning, is this the right thing for your family? Like, should you be traveling this much? You know, like, there's a lot of people who kind of are like, have opinions about it, and they're not always the most positive, and a lot of the times that's from like my close circle, and that makes it really, really challenging for me to pursue this, because it isn't a typical job, and it's hard to explain to people. So I mean, yeah, there's definitely been some struggles and some negativity around it. However, what keeps me strong is my family and my friends that do 100% support me in what I'm doing, and my husband's been like beyond amazing. My best friend has been there every step of the way and just been a shoulder to cry on when I have a hard time. And I mean, it's just important to have that network of people who really, really trust in you and believe in you and are just there for you regardless of what the outcome is. And I get asked all the time, what color lenses am I wearing and where did I get them? So I hate to burst your guys' bubble, but these are just my eyes. I do wear contact lenses, but they're clear, so they aren't a color. I've never worn colored contact lenses in my life. However, a lot of people think that they're fake because when I edit my photos on Instagram, I use Facetune, and I just kind of add like a little bit more detail in there with the detail button. If you've ever used the app, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's all I do. They're just my eyes. But thank you. I'll take that as a huge compliment. Where are you from in Canada? I'm from a small town in BC. I won't say exactly where because it is a very small town, and I'm just not comfortable saying, like, putting that out there, just with having a family and stuff. But yeah, I'm from a small town in BC, Canada, and yeah. If you could only have one makeup item for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? I thought about this actually for the last couple days, but I would have to say lip gloss, because honestly, if I couldn't do anything else, I would just, yeah, before I really ever wore a lot of makeup, it was always lip gloss. So I would just get like a good lip gloss. If you could buy only one brand, what brand would you choose? Oh God. Well, I would probably have to say Smashbox. I would say all around their brand is pretty well rounded. The only thing I would say is that they don't have a lot of options in terms of like pigments or sparkles, or, you know, like, they're pretty basic, but yeah, I would probably say Smashbox. And I keep getting asked about the puppy, because a lot of people who've been following me for a long time keep asking me, where's your puppy? What happened to your puppy? We did end up having to give her away after about 5 weeks of having her. Unfortunately, we did a ton of research on the breed, thought she would be perfect for us, and then when we brought her home and had her, the kids weren't jiving with her. She was nipping at their faces. We were trying to like break her of it because she was a puppy. Nothing was working, and she had far too much energy. It was insane. And for the breed that she was, what we had read up, she wasn't supposed to have as much energy as she did, and it was just a bad, it was just a case of bad luck. We didn't mesh. So she ended up going to a really, really good home with an older lady who has given me some updates on how she's doing, and she's doing really good. Which are your role models? My role models, in terms of makeup artistry, I would say definitely, obviously, Jaclyn Hill. I mean, I have followed her since the very beginning, and she's just inspired me. Her whole journey, watching it and just watching her grow and change and just, you know, really kind of stay true to who she was. I mean, there's been moments where I've seen her kind of lose herself, but she's always acknowledged that, and I find that to be so like inspiring and just so like real and raw, and I love that about her. And same with Manny MUA is also someone I've followed since he first did his first tutorial, and I absolutely loved him from the get-go. I love how real he is. He just swears. He is who he is. He's unapologetic. I really think that's fantastic, and it's someone I can totally relate to, and I love that. And Kathleen Lights. Kathleen Lights is my other, if I was to pick a top three, those three would be it. Kathleen Lights, I just think she's so genuine. She's so sweet. She's just somebody you want to sit down and have coffee with. So those would be my three people that inspire me, because they just really truly just like feed my soul of like realness and just awesome makeup skills, and yeah, they're just amazing. So what is your favorite brush? Actually, I thought that would be hard, but it's the Sigma E6, because my brows are my everything when it comes to makeup, and without that brush I could not create these babies. So yeah, the Sigma E6 is amazing. So how do you find time to film and come out with new content so frequently? It is so hard, and to be honest, I get asked all the time, like, how do you juggle family life and being a beauty influencer? And I don't. Honestly, my balance is completely like, it's off. Sometimes I'm fantastic at being a beauty influencer, and I have these weeks where I'm just killing it, and I'm sucking at being, you know, a hands-on mom, or getting the housework done, or spending time with my husband, or being a friend, having time with my friends. And then other weeks I'm fantastic at being hands-on with the kids and dealing with the housework and spending time with my husband and sneaking in a coffee with my best friend. But I'm sucking, like, I'm just not putting out content on social media, or, you know, taking the time to really, you know, connect with my followers, or whatever the case may be. It's hard. It's a lot to keep up with, but I think if you really want to make it work, you'll find a way, and it's not always going to be perfect, but you do your best. Are you a professional MUA or self-taught? I am a professional MUA. I took an online course for makeup artistry, which I know it sounds crazy because I didn't think it actually existed, but my husband found like this amazing course, and it was legit and it was great. I mean, it would have been better to get the hands-on learning. I definitely think makeup artistry is something that is hands-on, so when people ask me if I'm self-taught or a professional MUA, I would definitely say, like, I feel a little bit more like I'm self-taught, because a lot of what I learned was through actually like doing artistry, like, and being more hands-on, and practicing on myself. I mean, that was a huge part of it. I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at now if I didn't practice on myself as much as I have. So yeah, definitely, I don't know, I am professional. I have a diploma, so I'm a professional makeup artist, but I would definitely say that a lot of my hands, like, it's all been self-taught, if that makes sense. How old are your little ones, and do you want more kids? My oldest is 4 and my youngest is 2.5, and no, I do not want any more kids. I'm good at 2. 2 boys is plenty for me. They're a lot of work, and now I'm kind of more career focused. I enjoy being at home with the boys, but now that they are like boys and, you know, are starting to like be a little bit more independent, would I want to go back to the baby stage? Nah, I'll look at other people's babies and enjoy them, but other than, I do not want one of my own. What's one thing that's on your bucket list? I just once in my life, I want to wear like one of those gowns and get dressed up like people do for like the Oscars or the Grammys or whatever, and get like really dressed up, like wear one of those beautiful gowns, sparkles, and just have my hair done and my makeup perfect. And just once. I don't even need to be going to like something super, well, I would want to go to something fancy, who am I kidding? But Yes, I would love to wear something just gorgeous just for a night, like kind of feel like a Cinderella. I'm so cheesy, I'm sorry. What made you want to start doing makeup videos? I wanted to do makeup videos because I just found pictures were really hard for me to portray my personality, and I felt like, you know, I can look like I have the resting bitch face in my pictures, and like, I don't know, I think there's something fantastic about people who take wonderful pictures and look beautiful, or, you know, like have a certain artistry to them. However, I do find that that can get boring. It's always kind of fun to know the person behind the pictures, and that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, I wanted to kind of explore that aspect of makeup artistry and just share a little bit more of who I am with you guys. How are you able to relax and not feel awkward while you're filming? I don't know. I think I sat down in front of the camera and I felt awkward for a couple moments, but to be quite frank, I'm not really a shy person. I became more shy during high school because I went through a lot of like bullying and just really bad relationships and things like that, and people who kind of like changed who I was. And I started doing my makeup artistry and pursuing Instagram when at a time where I really wanted to just kind of be me again and just, you know, share with people the person that I know that I am, and just have fun with it. And so it really kind of inspired me to get back to that fun side of Crystal and just, you know, explore being goofy and doing what I do. So yeah, it wasn't really hard for me. I really wanted to just be myself on camera, and if people liked that, great, and if they didn't, well, then chances were I wasn't gonna post any more videos. But I was really fortunate that you guys enjoy it. Are you married, and how old are you? I am married. I've been married for 4 years. It'll be 5 years next year, and together with my husband for 10 years. And I am 30 years old as of December 26th, so that's only, I think, 9 days away. So yeah, it's crazy, my dirty 30. I'm so excited. So, and it's always so funny because everybody thinks I'm like 12 or like 16, and I'll take it. I mean, if people want to think that I'm like a teenager still until I'm like 70, right on. What's your biggest pet peeve? I hate when people chew loud. Like, I don't like noises when you're eating. I can't. It just, oh, it makes a piece of me die. It's just something, I totally got it from my mom. She was like that when I was little. If we even like made a slight sound, like we scraped our teeth on the fork or anything, she'd go crazy. So I definitely think I got it from my mom. But yeah, I can't handle when people are noisy and they eat. Can't handle it. If there's one place you'd like to go, where is it? Venice. I don't know what it was, but I always said that I would go to Venice, and I would go with like the love of my life, which is so corny, but it was just this like idea I had when I was little. So yeah, Venice, and I would go with my husband. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? I can be a very negative person. I mean, I know you guys are always like, you're so positive, and I can be, and I'm kind of like the two sides of the spectrum. I can be really positive, but I can also be really negative and stand in my own way, and that's something that I'm really try to like work on and just, you know, nip it in the butt when I can. But unfortunately, it's one of those aspects of myself that, you know, it's gonna take some time, and I'm not sure that I'll ever be 100% the most positive person, but I really try hard to be. So, and I'm lucky, my husband's like the most positive person in the world, so he helps me. What is a random fact about you that no one would know? Oh gosh, there's probably a few, but I hate drinking milk. I've always hated milk. I think it's disgusting. And the only time I will drink a glass of milk is if it's the first glass out of a just opened like bottle or whatever. Like, I will not touch it after that point. It disgusts me. I don't know why the first glass is different, but it has to be the first glass of a freshly opened container. Like, I will have had to open it myself. Don't ask me why. It just has to be. Well, you guys, that concludes my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I mean, I tried to get through as many questions as I could. If there's some that I missed, I would definitely love to do this again if you guys want to know a little bit more about me. But for now, I thought I'd keep it kind of short and sweet. I didn't want to bore you guys with like a million things. But yeah, if you guys want to see another one of these, just let me know down in the comments below. It was so much fun, you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.